here with Waanzy, and I'm an everyday creator.
My name's Kennedy, but you can call me Kelly. I'm from Savannah, Georgia, and I'm 22. And yeah, I do like YouTube, and I make music, and I write poetry, and I like to paint. Well, my first spark, I would say, was in 2017. My brother used to go to SCAD, and he had a lot of like paint stuff, and he didn't like painting, so he just gave it all to me. Yeah, and I feel like through painting, it kind of helped me get into other avenues of like expressing myself, and then it just kind of went from there. If my 16-year-old self met me now, she would probably just be like, "Oh, I'm so cool," like literally. When I create, I feel like a lot of times I feel full inside, and I'm like, I have to get that out of me.
Yeah.
It's a fulfilling feeling. I definitely feel like I have a clearer sense of like who I actually am and what I want to do. Like, cause like when you're in high school and you're around everybody every day, so like since then I've just kind of been by myself, and it's allowed me to like really know who I am. So yeah. I like that.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? I'm blksol, blksol. I'm from Savannah, Georgia. I'm 22. I'm not just one thing, I'm a lot of things. I'm an artist. I do photography, music production, I rap. I try to make clothes. Yeah, that's what I do. That's what I do. And born and raised here. And yeah, that's me. It was a lot of things, I'm not gonna lie, but one of the main things, like one of the major things that like really sparked me, it wasn't necessarily anything like that wasn't like separate from me. It was actually something very close to me, very dear to me. It's my best friend. Me and him were in middle school. We butted heads. We didn't like each other, or he didn't like me. He hated me. But along the lines, we actually got real close, and I found out that he was a rapper. He made music and stuff, and he was a musician. I heard this one verse from him, and we were 12 years old. I'm like, he spit it. After he spit it, I'm like, bro, you sound like a grown man. Like, 12-year-olds not spitting like this. Like he was coming in with like punchlines and just like clever wordplay. He did like a remix to this Biggie song, "Kicking the Door," and it's just like if you were to hear it like today, that verse, you wouldn't think that a 12-year-old wrote that verse. In the time, I was blown away, and yeah, it was my brother Lord Mac. He's on Instagram. Follow him now. His name is Marquise. Like our story, you know what I'm saying? He actually helped me start producing. I used his laptop. Actually, he gave me a Yamaha like recording keyboard. From that was like my very first introduction to making beats. Had obvious like other inspirations from like other artists, but like nothing was like that, you know what I'm saying? Nothing compares to that. Like real life, real time, my brother, that's my inspiration.
Nice.
It keeps me going when it just looks like you can't really go anymore. I would say my family, because I'm not gonna lie, as an artist, and when you're kind of like, I guess a good artist, people don't necessarily think that you have like any type of like trial or tribulation. Like they just think like, oh, you got it, like everything's good. Not gonna lie, a big part would be like my little sister. She was born in 2012, so like I was like her father figure, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Her father was incarcerated when she was born, so I had to be there, and that was a big change for me. it wasn't like I was like I was an 11-year-old like father in a way. He's like my heart and my lungs. So when I'm feeling like I want to like kind of give up, which will never happen, but those thoughts do come. I think about her and I think about my mother as well, but mainly it's my little sister. She keeps me very, very grounded. Like I could cry off the thought of my little sister.
Yeah.
Really going to be on my next album cover. She told me one day, she was like, I want to be just like you when I grow up, and it just like, oh my gosh, you know, it touched me. So my sister, she is that light. She's the star. She's the star.
What's going on? I'm Cory. People call me Freddy, but Freddy Ellison Jr. I'm a creative in the city. I do photography, videography, anything, just anything you need me to do. I'm from Savannah, Georgia, born and raised. I've lived in every part of Savannah, from Fred Wessel to Pula. When I first started to who I am now, I was a lot more arrogant. Like, I would like say the first thing come to my mind, even like on social media, I would just like I would be so like impulsive. My love life with like my creation. So it's like I tried to like, it was like a poetic thing. Art for me, and no disrespect to anybody, shouldn't have such a huge meaning because I created so much. And if I'm like stuck to it, you know, then I'll just be attached to it and attached to that moment. I wasn't good at communicating with people, like collaborating. I was always like competitive, but not anymore. Now I like to collab with people. If I like see an artist, I'll try to like talk to them or like, you know, give them some advice, even if it's not wanted. People know like I reach out, I try to work with you. I'm more of like collaborating and trying to like start like a whole movement more versus like trying to be the best person in that movement.
Right. You're emotionally driven because you like what you do, right? Of course. But I kind of like how you say you don't put, every project is not so heavy on you.
Right.
Do you think that, like, think about other people you may know who are like all very emotionally driven. Do you think that kind of drives them mad? Like, you know, the idea of like genius artist or mad genius. Do you think that kind of relates?
I mean, I do. I sometimes I still do drive myself crazy over certain projects. Like the people I work with know, like, whether it's like setting up an event or setting up a project, like I'm either like not really in tune with it or I'm like all the way in. Now I'm kind of more understanding and, you know, willing to experiment and communicate with people. I was like overseas in South Korea and I first experienced like being in a photo studio like ever. And then I came back over here and then two of my best friends, Mon and Reese, they started rapping. They was like, yeah, we're gonna need a cameraman too. And then like my little brother got a camera because he wanted to start taking cameras. So I didn't know what camera to get. So I got I think it was like a Rebel T5. I was like 2 weeks in and I was like, all right, I'm gonna start taking this serious. And I like got my 5D. I still got my 5D today. After that, I started filming for other artists like in the city, like in my uprising, there was people like AJ or like Max Styles or 283 is who I eventually started with. So that's what brought me my name. Working with 283 was like my spark and like the whole adventure and like finding who I was.
I don't know, do a smile or some shit. Do it like a something, like.
What's on? My name is SOUF. I'm from the south side of Savannah, Georgia. And I'm here with my nigga Sid.
Yeah, sir.
Knock this motherfucking interview out. For show you. For show you.
Fuck that cool shit, nigga.
I wanna be cool. I wanna be the coolest nigga ever. That was nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Cut that. Create in general. It don't even have to be music.
I don't make up
when
shit.
you're creating. Yes, you do. You make clothes. Soon to be.
Shit. Why is this a hard question? I guess I feel euphoric, kind of like in the moment.
Okay.
I like really, really enjoy being in the moment and collaborating with other people.
Good answer.
Younger me, I'll probably just be excited as fuck just to do shit. And I have a million fucking questions because I still got a bunch of questions. But then I had a million questions, so it'll probably just figuring out how, what, when, and why to do everything. I heard, when I first heard Snow Village Climax, the beat was crazy, and then I think vocals tone like stuck because all of them niggas had a different sound and all type of shit. First time I heard, there's another song, and I want to say both of them, but I can't think of the other one, so I'm gonna stick with the first one.
Calm my fucking lungs out. What's my intro again?
Name, where you from, I don't know what you do, whatever name that you prefer to be called by.
How close are we getting?
This is for community, so how close are you to your community? Moss is a community, so.
I'm gonna tell y'all the name that none of y'all know me by.
I love that, exclusive.
My name is Waanzy. Waanzy. I make music. Shit, at this point I made music. I'm trying to make music again. I'm just working on my foundational stability. And so I've been ducked off. Very ducked off. Just reconfiguring my life so I can do the things I want to do without going through so much shit, or just not as much shit as I was going through. You feel me? So I'm also a connector. If you need something, I know who you need to talk to. I can't give it to you directly, but I can be the person that connects the dots. I ask anybody that knows me. Shit, you can probably ask people that don't know me. I know who I need to know. I know who you need to know. You feel me? And I think at the end of all of that, that's who I am. I like to bring people together. I have less confidence recording, and I have way more confidence performing now. It's like everything changed around. It was weird. To be like somewhat nervous, like performing, but it was just because I was new. And I always wanted to be like super lit. Like I always wanted to like, I couldn't see it for myself yet. There was a kind of a phase between 2016 and 2017 where I changed my stage name when I became C-12verun. I wanted to make music that was like really from my heart. Like, cause I got to a point where I was writing to make songs. And it didn't feel good after a while. I felt like I was filling in shit on a structure versus creating something that I formed myself. So I freestyled pretty much everything since 2017. Entire albums, like I do like single takes, and then I'll work on a song for a day and then boom. And it's hard for me to do that now because of the time I've spent away from doing music. And I want to rebuild that confidence back, because the things I actually do in my music depend on my level of confidence. The sounds and all the things I want to do, they're already there. I have to have the confidence to put that shit out, you know, and it's hard to do that sometimes. So, I don't know. That was a hard question.
Describe how you feel when you create in one word. What would it be?
Exceptional. There's not too many feelings that feel like that. Like, where it's just like, that shit's awesome. Like, nothing's wrong in that moment. Like, you feel me? Like, you actually, it's like, I don't know, maybe it's being happy. Because I would say, at least me, generally, I am not happy. I'm finding my happiness along the way, because I don't think you just find happiness at the start. Like, people want to say that so bad. Like, oh, it's just a mindset. And, like, it is. But it's more complicated than when people present it as. When I create, I don't think about any of that shit I just said. Creating gives you those moments where you disconnect from I won't even say disconnect. You transfer it. You really make play outside at a party music in general. I feel like to really connect, you have to learn my lyrics. You have to listen to what I'm saying. You have to understand what I'm talking about. I
don't make happy music. And I want people to confront the shit that makes them sad more often than they really do. That shit sucks, but you grow a lot through it. And I think that's why the feeling that I get when I create is exceptional, because that's my moment of confronting my sadness. But I do it in a way that makes me feel good. It's just built in at this point. Like, I can't stop. I can't. I really couldn't tell you any one thing besides my family. That's always gonna be that though. You feel me? Always. Like, I'm not here without my family at the end of the day. Everybody's so few and far spread between, and everybody's gotta have a mask on and have armor on and keep a shield up to protect themselves, because it's fucked up out here. Sometimes you gotta dial back and just remember why you started, you know, because you do some shit for so long, and sometimes you forget why you started, because you done been through so much and grown so much, and your perspective has changed 30 times, but sometimes you gotta go back to the beginning and like, why did I start doing this shit in the first place? 10, 15, whatever, how many years ago? 2, whatever it was. Like, you just gotta remember what got you going. You can do it. But be a good person.
Facts though.
Try. Like, real shit. Like, goddamn. Like, bruh, yeah, that's it. Like, you can do what you want to do. Just be a good person and try to do good shit. Like, your life don't gotta be about everybody else, but like, don't build your life being based on getting over on people and stepping on people to get what you want. Because I think that shit just damages your core and it changes you in ways that you didn't intend to change.
Like, my message would probably be mainly towards the youth. To pick up a camera and not a gun. We're shooting the wrong thing. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of blood on our hands, and we gotta look at the youth. You know what I'm saying? And me being a kid from the hood, like, I had to deal with that pressure of getting a scrap, getting a gun, you know what I'm saying? Especially like when I was kind of living an illicit lifestyle. I need this, and just even going up to like the corner store or something, and like you just knowing like other youngins, like they just seeing red, like it's just a very, very like bad energy, and I just wish that somebody could have like came along and like said, here's a camera, not a gun. And that would be my message, is more cameras and less guns.
What I really stand on is, whenever we're creating or making art, or however you compose, I think we should do it with peace. Sometimes people need to take trips. People need to, experience a crisis in order to create an art. And I think you should peacefully enjoy the journey and enjoy creating art.
My message to the world is stop overthinking shit, and that's kind of a message to myself. But stop overthinking shit and just do whatever feel good. Get that shit done, nigga.
My message to the world would really just be like, I want to influence people to be themselves. Like, I don't want people to see me and be like, I want to be like her. I want them to see me and be like, she's so her. I want to be so me.
Yes.
We're all cool.
I love it.